Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to show you how I make my books, okay? The perfect binding books. And the reason I'm doing this video is because a subscriber emailed me and asked me to do a video, right, on how I make it. So that's why I'm doing this video. It usually takes me about 30 minutes to actually make one book, but because I don't want, this video to be too long, I'm not going to actually have the glue to completely dry. Even though the glue that I use, the binding glue, dries pretty quickly, I don't want to keep y'all here any longer than 15 or 20 minutes. So if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to it. I have 3 YouTube channels, one for both the nurse aid student, candidate, and instructors. That is at youtube.com/c/nursejar. That's my number one, my original YouTube channel. It is thriving. It really is. It's growing every day. And then I also have a YouTube channel just for instructors, and then also a vlog channel, the Bougie Instructor Vlogs, okay? So subscribe to all 3 of them if you like, all right? But let's go ahead and get started, okay? So how I make my books, and I just recently learned how to do the perfect binding. I am so proud of myself. I'm gonna give myself another pat on the back, yes. All right, so I've already, I make the crosswords, I print everything out, and then I get the books together. So this is actually one of the sample books that I will be placing on my Etsy storefront really soon that you can purchase for free. Yes, F-R-E-E, free. However, you will be responsible for paying the shipping and handling costs. Again, I don't receive any of that money. That goes to Etsy, all right? So you are getting these for free. Just pay the shipping and handling. So first, let's go ahead and go through what supplies you will need for your book, okay? So, of course, you're going to need binding glue. And this binding glue that I use is by Lineco. That's L-I-N-E-C-O. And it's called Neutral pH Adhesive. Okay, Neutral pH Adhesive. And it's by Lineco. Okay, really good glue. It's an archival. It has archival quality, meaning that your pages are not going to yellow for years to come. The adhesive is really strong, and it allows your pages to lay flat, such as, you can open it up and, your pages will lay flat, just like this, okay? All right? Very strong glue. So you need that. You're going to need a flat head paintbrush, or you can use a round head at all. I just like using the flat head because this, I can ensure that the glue is getting in between all the pages with the flat head. I usually have a small bottle of water. I know it looks white now because I've been cleaning my paintbrush in it, but I use this to clean my paintbrush because I don't want the glue to stay on it and ruin it, right? Just have a palette, some sort of palette to put your glue on. I just use cardboard, right? You're going to need a bone folder, just like this. You can get these from Amazon, okay? An X-Acto knife. I haven't had to use the X-Acto knife yet, but you'll just use the X-Acto knife if you need to cut down your spine or your book covers. A ruler. And then I have my cutter here, right? Cutter for making the spine. And then a book press. But guys, let me tell you, those things are expensive. They're like over $100 on Amazon. And I can just imagine how much more expensive they'll be if you go to an actual bookmaking site, right? But they are expensive. And, we've already paid thousands of dollars in medical expenses. We're still going to have future medical expenses when we travel to Houston the first week of March, you know, and traveling and housing. So I was like, no, I've got to like makeshift a book press, right? So again, I did. I just got some cardboard from a cardboard box and made, you know, just folded it over, and luckily it already had the creases in it, and I'm like, hey, I can use this. But you can also use like cutting boards. Just go to the Dollar Tree or the dollar store, get you two, you know, wooden or plastic cutting boards, and you can use that as a book press, all right? And the book press is just used to do exactly that, to press your book together, to keep it flat while you're gluing the spine together, all right? And then you'll need, I don't know what these are called. I just called, they're not paper clips, but they're like the clamps, right? The clamps. So you can see that, the clamps. Okay, that's what these are. And you'll need a few of those. I think I already told you the ruler. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, I am using my 360 Air camera. So you'll be able to swipe your phone to get a 360 of my messy and disorganized office, okay? I promise you all, I am a very organized person. Usually my office is spotless, but when I'm working, everything gets thrown every which way, okay? But I do clean it up afterwards, I promise you, right? Okay, so I already have my book laid out, and what I'm doing right now is just tapping out the pages, right, to try to make them even. So wherever the bottom of my book is going to be, that's where I'm tapping it. And then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to tap it on the spine, okay? Tap it on the spine. And you want to do this on a hard surface. So right now I'm just using my cutting board. Guys, you can makeshift a lot of supplies so you won't have to spend any money just by using what you have in your home, okay? So I've got it even. It looks pretty even. So what I'm going to do now is take one of these clamps and I'm going to clamp it at one end of the spine, and then I'm going to get another clamp and clamp it at the other end of the spine, just like so, okay? And then I'll probably put one in the middle too, because it looks like it's warping a little bit. And then I'm going to put it down. There we go. Okay. All right. So now I have it clamped, and I'm going to put it down to lay it out to make sure there. Because every time I pick it up, it seems like it's warped, but it's not. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it into my makeshift cardboard book press. And I'm going to push it all the way into the crease as far as I can, making sure that everything is straight. And now I'm going to take another paper clamp and I'm going to clamp it to secure my book in my makeshift book press. Yes. So I'm going to do that. Guys, you know what? I love doing this. I really do. It doesn't even seem like work. Once I get it in, I'm going to take these other clips off, okay, just like this. And I'm going to set it down here. And now I'm going to get my Lineco Neutral pH Adhesive Binding Glue. And I'm just going to put some here on my cardboard palette. All right. And so now I'm going to take it. Now I'm ready to actually bind the pages, okay? So I have my whole book, and I'm just going to take some glue, and I'm going to bind the pages by placing the glue on the spine of the book, all right? Hey guys, you know what? While I'm doing this, I just want to tell y'all that y'all are absolutely wonderful. Y'all are just great. I'm still getting, you know, comments, people letting me know that they are passing and that my videos are instrumental in their passing. And y'all just don't know how wonderful that is, how exciting that is to know that my videos are actually helping so many people, you know, receive their certification. It's, you know, changing their lives for the better, and that is so good. What I'm doing right now is just smoothing out and taking off any adhesive that I got on the side. A little adhesive is okay. You know, I really don't mind getting it on the side because I'm going to be adding the actual spine to the book, and that will actually help adhese it together. So I got that. I'm going to set that down, that first coat, to dry. I'm just sticking my brush in my water. See, that's why I have this little water to clean my brush. And so my brush can dry out. And I'm going to let it lay flat so it can dry. And then I just have some wet wipes in this plastic sandwich bag. I'm going to clean my hands because I don't want to get any adhesive on the spine. Yeah, I'm using my pants to dry my hands. Oh well. And so I already have my spines cut out. I'm going to place this over here. And because the sample book is much thinner, I'm going to go ahead and cut down my spine. I'm actually using a 2.5 spine, or not 2.5, but 2-inch spine. But I'm going to cut it down to, should I do 1 inch? No, we'll cut it down to 1.5 inches. And I'm using my cutter to do this, okay? I just want to make sure I get it straight. I can hardly see. There we go. Okay. All right. And guys, you know what? I actually had another subscriber email me and tell me how good the books look and ask me, are you really making them on your own? I gotta love y'all, really gotta love y'all. Yes, and now you see I am making these books on my own. I don't get anyone to make them for me. Don't pay anyone to make them for me because I can't afford to. So I make these books on my own. I put a lot of TLC in making, handcrafting these books for you all. Okay, so I have my spine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some paper here, and I'm going to actually crease my spine, right, so it can have a really nice crease. And this is when the ruler comes into play and the bone cutter. So now what I'm going to do is just measure this so I can make sure it's even. Okay, and then I'm going to lay the ruler down, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my bone cutter, okay, with the pointed tip, and I'm going to place a crease where I want to fold my spine. Okay, and I'm not pressing really hard, down hard on with the bone cutter, but I do like to go over it just a few times. Okay, and so I don't know if y'all can see the crease, but I have it, the crease. It's a very good crease. And so now I'm going to turn this around and put a crease on the other side as well. And you want to make sure that you have it straight. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to look to make sure that it's even. And then I'm going to place it down. That's even. Let me see. So while I'm doing all of this, I'm actually letting the glue dry on the book. Okay, I just want to make sure. I need to bring it out just a little bit. I don't want it to. Now I'm going to check again. Oops, it moved. Check again to make sure I have it even. Y'all see how much TLC I'm putting into this? All right. Ah, it keeps moving, guys. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, that looks even. Don't move, don't move. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to put my second crease in my spine. And this is what gives my crossword book a perfect crease, like a really formed crease. Okay, so I got that. So now what I'm going to do is fold it over. Fold my creases where I have the crease. I'm going to fold it over. There we go. And then I'm going to smooth it out with the bone folder. Okay. And again, I'm not pressing very hard at all. I'm just smoothing it out. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Where's my crease? Hey guys, my Etsy storefront link I'm going to put in the description area of this video, so you all can go visit my link to purchase your sample book. Okay, again, you will have to pay shipping and handling, okay, but the book is going to be free. And I'm doing this just so you all can get, you know, a look, take a sneak peek at how the books will look. You're going to get a total of 11 crosswords and the answer keys that correlate with those crosswords in the sample book. Okay, so now there's my spine. There's my spine. See how nice and crisp it looks? All right, guys, so let's go back over here. And look, the glue is already dry. Yay! So now I'm going to put a second coat of glue, or, you know, binding glue on my book. And you always want to put a second coat just to reinforce that first coat, okay? And I know some people use like popsicle sticks to smooth it out, to smooth the binding glue out on the top. I just use my fingers. Right, but if you want to use, if you don't want to use your fingers, you can always use like a popsicle stick or something, you know, flat to smooth the glue out. Okay, and I want to make sure I have it at the edges of the book really good. And then I'm going to smooth it out like that. I'm going to put my brush. Clean my brush out and then lay it down so it can dry. And now I'm just smoothing it out with my fingers on the sides and on top. There we go. Okay, awesome. And now I'm going to set it aside again. I'm gonna get, where's my wet wipe? Get my wet wipe to clean my fingers. Yeah, and I'm using my pants again to dry, right? So, okay, now we're going to come back to the spine here while the second coat of binding glue is drying. I'm going to come back to my spine. I'm going to open it up, and now I'm going to paint binding glue onto my spine, okay? So I'm going to fill my paintbrush with the binding glue. Okay. I hope the subscriber who emailed me if I really made the books myself. I hope you're watching this because now you see I am. Okay. Put it almost done. And I'm only putting a thin layer of paint. I'm not doing a thick layer of paint. You know, I mean, you can if you want to, but it's just going to take longer to dry. And you really don't need a thick coating, okay? Because this glue, man, I tell you, it's awesome, this binding glue. By Linko. And no, you know, they're not a paid sponsor. They're not sponsoring my videos or anything. You know, nobody's sponsoring my videos. Hey, if anyone is out there, if y'all want to sponsor my videos on my YouTube channel, holla at me, okay? I need some sponsors. All right. All right. I think this is enough. I always try to make sure I get, make sure I get the binding glue, especially on the edges of the book, of the spine. So, the edges won't be puffing up. So now what I'm going to do is just take the clamps off of my makeshift book press. Telling you guys, y'all can use stuff in your home to, avoid spending hundreds of dollars on supplies and equipment, right? If you're able to. All right, so my book is done. And so now, and let me see. The second coat is already dry. I love this glue. I do. So I'm going to take my spine now. And I'm going to get my defined crease back. I'm going to make sure I have it the right way. There we go. So the letters are reading down from top to bottom. And now all I'm going to do is insert my book into the spine. When I do that, I want to make sure I get it right there on the edge of the spine. And then I just rub it down. I rub the spine into, or the book, right? And then once I have the spine rubbed into the book, I'll go ahead and smooth down the edges, okay? And voila, there you go. And now that I have it, I'm going to take my bone cutter again, and I'm just going to smooth out the edges of the spine. Again, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this when I'm smoothing it out. Okay, and I'll smooth it out a couple of times and then turn it around and smooth it out. I got some binding glue on here, but it dries clear, so that's the good thing. And then I smooth it out on the other side. Again, you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it. Okay, and that is done. And I look to make sure I don't have any puffiness. And if I do, you can just smooth it out with your fingers. And then I'm going to run across the spine again because I don't want there to be any air in the spine. And I want to make sure that it adheses well to the book itself. And voila, it is done. The book. See? The book. And then I'll usually let the spine, once I put the spine on, I'll usually let it dry for like 15 minutes. And then I will go through and check out, how well the pages adheres to the book. And right now everything is looking really good, but I just want to make sure it completely dries before I actually test out the book. And how I test out the book, I'm going to get the instructor manual here, is I'll usually just take some pages in the middle and shake it, okay? And then I'll take, a page from the back and just tug on it. Just one page, tug on it. You see I'm tugging. It's not coming out. And then I'll, try a page from towards the front of the book and do the same thing. Tug on it. It's not coming out, okay? So my books are not only of very durable and good quality. I put a lot of heart and soul and passion into making my books. And I hope you all appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Again, because I have so much passion with teaching and training and instructing and learning. I always go above and beyond for my students to, give them what they need to get to where they want to be. And I hope you, as an instructor, do the same for your students. So, anywho, that is how I make my books. I make them one at a time with my bare hands, right? And so now that you know how I do it, you can make your own books too, okay? If you have the time to do it and the energy, you can do it. If not, go to my Etsy storefront and purchase my crossword books. Yes. Hey guys, I'm going to get ready to place these on my Etsy storefront. So if you are wanting a sample, again, the sample comes with 11 crosswords plus the answer key, okay? The answer key to each crosswords, okay? So if you want to get a sample, see how the book will be laid out, how it's formed, how the crosswords are formatted, and just, the quality of the book, to test out the quality of the book, go ahead, go to my Etsy storefront at www.etsy.com/c/shop/CNA Quest. That's QUEST. I will put the link of my Etsy storefront in the description of this video, okay? Love you guys. Keep passing that CNA exam. Keep getting certified. We need more angels. Yes, we need more angels out here in the healthcare industry to take care of those folks who once took care of us. All right, I will see you all later. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yes, I make the books all on my own. See you later. Ciao.